What's up guys, Lester here again, bringing you another guide. This one is for Tifa, and we know this is going to be easy because Tifa's broken. So, as before, we have the Golem on, and very first round we want to make sure we use our limit break just so we can get these things out of the way a lot quicker and we don't need to bother too much. So just do the limit break and then beat them to death. You don't need to do too much in order to win here, it's just easiest one at the start is always, usually it's thugs, but for Tifa it's somehow little robots. So that's done. We will be doing the dive kick strategy like before. We're also going to parry this guy quite a lot just because there's no point in avoiding his attacks. You can parry him just to get him on the ground. So just make sure to buff yourself up first. Unfettered Fury, Haste. See? When you parry him, he's like the easiest thing ever. So parry, get him on the ground. Just keep wailing at him, get some free ATB, and then once he does Reaper Claws, back up. Do Focus Strike to get him pressured, do Focus Strike again. You don't have a lot of time to pressure him here, but since you're parrying him a lot, you'll be able to pressure him pretty quick, and then we'll be able to dive kick him to death. Yeah, we all knew Tifa's one was going to be very easy, right? And then just dive kick a few times.
There's no escape. Gotcha. I could do that again.
And there we go. Easy as that. Kid G can be quite annoying, but he's fairly easy to pressure. All you need to do is avoid his attacks and then hit him straight afterwards. So just use your same thing again. Get your ATB boost and then get Unfettered Fury on. Barrier up if you want because he can actually do quite a bit of damage if you're not good at parrying. So that is the one you want to avoid. The annoying thing is here you kind of have to wait for him to attack. Because if you punch him, he'll just end up decking you right after like that. But as soon as you evade, you can pressure him and just unload all your moves on him. You could technically just start dive kicking him here, because dive kick does a lot of damage anyway, but I like to pressure them just to make it a bit quicker. So we've got him trapped in the chi trap here, and we're just laying into him. As soon as he gets back up, just move out of the way. Sledgehammer, pressure him again. Chi trap again. Sometimes chi trap works, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the time it'll drop into the ground, so if you want to just use Focus Strike, it's probably best. Yeah, we get hit by Golem, beat down again somehow. I think if you're too close, it's really hard to evade. So he's staggered here, so just lay into him. He has a lot of health. So I just make sure I get myself topped up with everything here again. The annoying thing is he can do Sledgehammer a few times when you're doing this, which is quite annoying, but just get him in the chi trap, just do all the kicks and stuff and do dive kick as many times as you can. When he's, after you pressure him like this, it's probably just best to dive kick like I said, but if you want to pressure him like me you can, because most of the time you'll probably be able to kill him before you even pressure him with all the dive kick damage. I just want to show you guys kind of how his moves work and how he gets pressured. Yeah, see, you can see dive kick. It does a fair bit of damage. It's not doing, well, it is actually doing crazy damage. And there you go, he's dead. As per usual, dive kick saves the day. Next boss is the Golem. This fight's pretty easy. The only thing that can really screw you over here is him petrifying you. But just do the same thing as usual. Get your ATB boost on, get haste up, get Unfettered Fury on, and then just wail on him. You don't even need to use Sonic Boom or anything like that either, but he is weak to wind, so if you want to buff yourself up even more and hit him from a distance, you can use Sonic Boom and just basically get yourself buffed up and do a fair bit of damage in the meantime. But we're going to build the ATB when he dives like that, and then we're going to get our Unfettered Fury on. The explosion things here you don't really need to worry too much about because they're miles away from you. But we just put on Plasma Discharge for a little bit extra damage. That will petrify you. It doesn't petrify you straight away, but it'll start picking up Petrify, and you don't really want that during this fight. But to be fair, he's pretty easy. So just evade that and then get dive kicking. I'm just making sure I build up as much ATV as possible here. So as you can see, Petrify has started to tickle me here. So if I get hit a lot more times with other things, I will be petrified. Very first time I did this, he actually petrified me, which was annoying because I didn't realize he did that. But yeah, we learn. So we start dive kicking. I put Dark Side on for a little bit more damage, so I'm hurting myself, but I'm also doing 20% more damage to him. And then instead, to try and move out of the way, I just did that to kill him. Another easy boss. Last one for Tifa is the Jabberwock. It can be a little bit tricky to defeat this thing if it gets the shield up, but you can use your fire magic to essentially take that off of it. But we're just going to do the same thing as before, get our buffs on, get the hell out of the way of this because that actually does a lot of damage. But unfortunately we didn't have any level of our chi up, so we couldn't dodge that quickly. But we've got haste on, so let's heal ourselves up quickly and then get everything reapplied. You can avoid pretty much everything in this boss because you've got a big arena, so you're not really going to get hit by the breath or those little things he throws out. He can petrify you as well. I feel like they just wanted an insta-kill method for Tifa because Tifa's pretty broken anyway, so you didn't... I guess they just wanted to make sure that the player could die pretty easily from these things. I used the wrong thing there. I should have had the second level of Unfettered Fury by now, but... Also, this guy's really hard to parry. Like, I don't think I parried him once this entire time. Because it looks like he hits you, but the hit is like way after. So I just keep dodging around, as we do with Tifa. You get everything buffed up that you want, and then apply whatever you want. Static Discharge, Sonic Boom, all that sort of stuff. Get the buffs on, and then just lay into him. You can also use Dark Side as well for more damage. So this is the shield I was talking about. When he does this, he sprays petrifying mist on the floor, and you can take it off with fire magic, which we don't unfortunately have. So with this build, I didn't see the point in putting any elemental damage on Tifa, because she doesn't need it. But for this, I was kind of like, how do I get the shield off of the thing? So I just used Limit Break instead. And it pressures him, which takes the shield off, which is great. So then I focus thrust. And we just want to make sure this guy dies very quickly, because I don't have any way to remove the shield. I think you could probably do it with those elemental attacks that don't cost MP, but that would just take ages. A little bit more petrification. I think I'm actually really close to being petrified here. Yeah, I think I probably would have been petrified if I stayed in there a little bit longer. And it's very hard to hit him here, as you can see. When you go to punch him, he just knocks you back because the shield's on him. Reverse Gale works because aerial attacks don't seem to be knocked back when you fight these creatures. It's the same with that big pig thing that Cloud had to fight. When you're in the air, you don't get knocked back. So Reverse Gale works, but it's harder to build up the ATB. Cataclysm, just move away from that. Pretty easy attack to avoid. At this point, I could have used my ATB boost, because I'm pretty sure I would have hit it back by now. But since he's staggered, just go ahead and wail on him with some dive kicks. Do your normal punches, get another bar, and then just dive kick again. And that's him dead. Easy as that. As we thought, Tifa was going to be probably one of the easiest ones. Funnily enough, I actually think Aerith's one's easier than Tifa's. Obviously with the different change of build, because she doesn't punch like Tifa does. But the way that I've made Aerith's build is actually really fun, and it destroys everything in about 10 seconds. Apart from the last boss, that takes a little bit more time because it's strong. But yeah, that's Tifa's one done, and I'll show you guys the build. It's a pretty easy build, similar to what we had before. We've got the same sort of setup we had before. We've got the Dragon Claws, the Cetron Armlet. We've got a Damarune because we want the Limit Break at the start. And then we have Dark Side, more damage. I didn't really use it in the the multiple summon fights because I didn't really want to expend my health. But in this, you're not really getting attacked by really strong enemies or 2 enemies at once a lot of the time. So I would suggest using it just for extra damage. Time Materia, more ATB, easy. ATB boost, more ATB at the start and after a minute if they're still alive. First Strike, more ATB at the start as well. Barrier, just a little bit more defense. Healing, just in case. You could use Chakra, but like I said, Chakra's good, but healing's better. Enemy skill, more MP, more HP, more strength, more magic, and also you get access to Sonic Boom. Static Discharge, just extra damage for building ATB. Luck up, more crit. Strength up, more damage. HP up, more health obviously. Precision Defense allows you to parry more. As you saw in that video, I was parrying the Deathclaw thing quite easily because it makes it a lot easier to parry, and also you want to parry these enemies because they get staggered a lot quicker. Steadfast Block, same thing, so if you don't actually manage to parry, you're getting more ATB from blocking. And the summon, we don't really care about the summon all that much, it's just Titan. And then we have ATB Charge Up, Enhanced Techniques, Attack Power plus 20, and Weapon Ability Damage. Basically the same as the summon battles. But yeah, Tifa's broken anyway, so you shouldn't really have too much trouble with this. She is a very good character in this game and remake. And I'm surprised they didn't nerf her more, to be honest. She's amazing in this game. But hopefully this guide has been helpful, guys. Like I said in the previous videos, subscribe to the channel if you want to kind of follow along my platinum journey, and hopefully these guides will help you get your platinum. And yeah, they've been fun to make. I've been enjoying doing them. So if you enjoy them yourself, subscribe, share the video, etc. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!